Hey, welcome back to another video. Well, a little bit chilly this morning. First time I had to get the jacket out for the year, and it's nice and comfortable actually. We are out, well, it's hard to tell you the exact spot, but I'm on the side of the road. But we are doing some astro. Now, I only had really a couple of choices or times I could get out to do this, and tonight was that night, unfortunately. We're about a week early before I've still got a little bit of moon showing. Next week would have been absolutely perfect, but I'm back at work. And the moon's it's only probably a fifth of a moon up, so it's not too much. And we're up in the hills overlooking Lake Baroon Pocket Dam, and there's mist all over the dam. Milky Way is crystal clear. There's some clouds that have come through in the last 10 minutes. As soon as I got here, started setting up to shoot. I had the 24mm EF lens on, and the 1.4, and it was clear as, and it just wasn't wide enough. So what I did, I didn't want to stop shooting because I was trying to get in before I could see the cloud coming. I got three layer pano stack, so I've done like 5 shots across or 6 shots across, then 6 shots and then 6 shots, so I can stack them together and try and get the clearest picture. 24 just wasn't wide enough. It was really good for the light, and I do love that lens from Astro, but it just didn't have just that width. So I've put the 15 to 35 on, and that's perfect, of course. Now the only problem is now I've got cloud in my picture, which is a real shame. That's unfortunate. So I'm going to probably give it another. There's more. Looks like there's more cloud coming. Unfortunately, it's the benefit of the moon is I can see the cloud, and it's still a nice picture because you get the mist over the dam. And what I'm probably thinking is I might wait for golden light to see what that light looks like on the mist on the dam, because it still could be a nice photo just with that mist over the dam. So got a couple of, it's a bit of a two-pronged attack. I think the 24mm shots should come up pretty good. F1.4 normal for the R6 is 6 seconds. I'd normally do for the Astro, and I think that was at ISO 1600, so pretty standard. So it should be fairly clean and neat. So how that stack goes is going to be the trick. The photos on the RF I'm just looking at now, because I've just taken a set across so I can do a pano, and the Milky Way is, mate, if those clouds weren't there, it would be so good. So I'm going to try and keep shooting and see if I can get 5 minutes where just no cloud, or it just clears out away from the core, so I can get a nice clean shot of that, because it's a really nice shot. I'm starting to get a little bit more traffic on the road. It does get busy in the mornings, so I don't want to be, I've got the car here as a protection barrier, so everyone can sort of see that and not me, and I'm going to try and just keep shooting as long as I can until it's time to leave. Anyway, we'll see what happens. At the moment it's looking good, and I think I may at least have a shot. Fingers crossed. It's one of those things with Astro, it's sort of you just got to go and have a crack at it, and generally 9 times out of 10 it's a really nice night, and you're lucky. Sometimes the cloud will come through and just wreck it for you, and that's the trickiest thing here on the sunny coast. Is as much as there's some amazing things you go and take photos of at night with the Astro, between the light pollution from the city and the clouds are probably generally even harder to deal with. So you've really got to try and get away from the up in the hills or out further. They are trying to do a light pollution zone, an area that's going to be light pollution free. I think it's out here. There's a bit of a group trying to get together on that. So fingers crossed that comes together. Milky Way season, obviously, this time of year, it's time to get in and get it done. And I do love getting out in the middle of the night. I don't think my wife loves it, me getting up so early, but I do enjoy it. It's lovely to get up and watch the stars and see what it all looks like. Anyway, I will keep shooting, and if I get some more shots, or I've got a couple of good shots, I'll chuck them up now, and then we'll come back and close out and have a bit of a chat and see how we went. Fingers crossed I can get something with a little bit of cloud away from that Milky Way core, so I've just got to keep an eye on that and just hopefully the wind blows it the right way. Fingers crossed. Righto, let's get back on the camera. It's going well. The vertical ones went pretty good. I thought the cloud went away, so that was really good. So I was super happy about that. I was able to finish off the verticals with no cloud in front of the core. So very happy. Now because of the 15 to 35, that lens is just it's a freak of a lens. It's so wide. 15, you just don't realise what it can capture. I've gone horizontal now, and I'm getting some really good shots, because what it's allowing me to do is get it all in one hit. Obviously the corners are probably going to get some manic aberrations in them. I can imagine, even though it's an L lens and all that and sharp, when you're that wide, you're going to get some stretch into the corners. I'm just going to assume that. But I don't think that really matters, because it's all about that image. And at the moment I've got the Milky Way core on the top of the frame going straight across, and then I've got all this fog sitting over the top of Lake Baroon, which is it just looks fantastic. Little tree in the back on the side here as a bit of a border. Some cloud to the left, which the moonlight's reflecting off, so that's actually sort of adds a little bit of character as well. It looks like it's pretty clear, so I'm really hopeful we're going to get some really good shots out of this. So now I'm just waiting I'm just going to keep going. Every few minutes I'll just come through and just take another one, because that Milky Way core should slowly get a little bit lower every few minutes. I guess it's obviously rotating. We're rotating. That's. I'd hope we're on that. We're not spinning on the flat plane. But it's looking good. Look very excited about the photos. I think they should come up good. When I first drove past here the other day, when I was out to do another shoot you would have probably seen it already last week, at the Botanic Gardens. I literally coming up through the hills, looked to my right and seen the lake, and I went, yep, and then seen this clearing, and I went, this is absolutely perfect for an astro. And I'm really stoked I took the punt and had a crack. That's why it's good to have to go on these drives and little reconnaissance missions, or even when you're just driving around normally and just having a look. I think now, the longer you become a photographer, the more time I now look at things and go, how will that work as a photo? And I'm sure other people look at us and go, yeah, you're weird. What the hell are you talking about? I'm like, oh man, I could see that. I just got to get the right light, and this is one of those spots where I just looked at it and went, yep, that's going to be a great photo. But I didn't think I was going to get the fog over the lake. If the lake was just there, I think it would have probably not been able to see it because of the darkness. Maybe with the moon it might have come up. But with that fog there, it sort of accentuates it and shows that there's something there that this fog's sitting on, that big mass of water. It is a valley as well, so there's a little bit of fog coming down this side and then going off over to the lake, but it just looks like a big fog swimming pool, I guess. So yeah, very, very cool, and definitely well worth getting up at 2:30. And I think that's the thing, it's been a while since I've done any astro, probably last year. Summer here is it's pretty tricky. It's in the wrong spot, so we don't really get the core that much come winter. But I know at work it was always amazing. You could just literally walk out of your room on your way to work at 3:30 in the morning to go up to get crib, and you just look up and you just see just endless stars. And I think that's what realistically got me hooked on it was the Pilbara and the stars. Sunny coast, as I said earlier before, the clouds are the tricky part here because because of the hills and everything else, and the humidity, you get fog, you get clouds, and it just makes it tricky. It can thicken up, and it's very rare that you get clear nights here. So that's the hard part. Winter's a little bit better, but we've had so much weather lately that it's been really tricky to get any sort of clear day. So I honestly didn't think. Last night was supposed to be cloudy, and all the apps said there was going to be cloud the last 2 nights, and then I woke up yesterday morning and it was just clear as, and I went, oh, I should have gone. So I said, stuff it, I'll go tonight, and I'm glad I did so. These are the gambles you got to take. I think that's everything. Sometimes you just got to take a punt and hope it works out. And the worst case, I just don't get any sleep. I don't sleep much anyway. Anyway, I'll come back to you. I'm going to keep shooting in horizontal for a bit and see what else I can get. Hopefully get some more shots. Traffic's starting to pick up a bit too. I'll see how I go. They're saying blue hour's like 5:19, but I'm going to have a half an hour. So if I can get any sort of change of light or any colour on it, I may stay for that, just for what it looks like on the lake, and then change my sort of aim. But until then, we'll see how we go. I've got the gloves on now. Always coldest before the dawn. Correct. I just proved, if anything good out of this video, we've proved that it is progressively got colder the closer we get to daylight. I don't know how that works, but it works. Anyway, just want to touch base. Still shooting, still having a ball. So what I did about I did 10 in a row at ISO 32. I've been shooting about 2500 ISO, but I just upped it to 32, and I did a 10 shot set so that I could put it in Starry Night Tracker to get in there. So I just wanted to let you know that traffic's getting a bit more hectic, as you can see behind me, the headlights. So when that comes, that's blowing it out. So now I'm sort of getting some timing issues, I guess. Trying to make sure they get the timing right. Some nice people that are cruising along nice and slow. It is foggy as the fog has come back. That's the other thing I wanted to say. So when we first got here, it was fog. It filled in fog in the sort of valley over the lake, over the dam, and then it sort of went away, and now it's come back. It's sort of thickened up again, and it's twice as thick as it is now. Everything's coated in moisture, so between each shot I've got the lens cleaning cloth out, and I'm wiping the lens every single time just to make sure I don't have any moisture on that lens. You can see the traffic, so everyone's getting up, going to work. It's nearly 5 o'clock, and it's still dark, which is really strange for here. It's normally about 4:30, and it's in summer it's 4:30. Daylight's crazy, but it's really awesome. Still get a clear picture of that Milky Way, so that's still working well. So yeah, I'm gonna give it another 20 minutes or so. About once I get that change of light, that's all I'm really waiting for now. Just gonna give it like 10 minutes rest. I've seen a couple of little streaks of meteors going through, 1 or 2. I don't know if I caught any. I did get, I think, a little satellite going through a couple of images. But definitely one little meteor flash that I did see go through. But I don't think I caught that one. I was not shooting at the time, so that's just luck of the draw. But a little bit about. It's not a heavy meteor time at the moment, but yeah, definitely glove and the jacket is working well. I think it's just all that moisture. So yeah, anyway, I'll come back to you shortly. But I just wanted to let you know about that stack and about that fog all rolling back in. Okay, done and dusted here. What a great night and great morning. I thought I'd get some light on that fog that's sitting over top of Lake Baroon Pocket Dam here. Amazing scene. That worked really well with the Milky Way. Super happy about that. Got some great shots with the 24mm EF, that amazing lens, the 1.4, the 15 to 35, and I got some really good shots all the way into blue hour when you could see the Milky Way sort of just be hidden from view with that light. As soon as that light changed to blue, you could see it just going quickly. So I got a couple of shots there, and then changed over to the 50 1.2 now to just a little bit tighter, just to get some of that nice light on the farmlands and stuff, and see if I can get any shots and a bit more of this fog. Rightio, we're done and dusted here. I'll see you next week. Stay safe. Hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, astro season. Woohoo! See you next week. Peace.